It's the National. Is the Texans.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here are the Chargers. 20. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
About 4. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Third play here in this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got him in, complete. A big play throw. 55 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only did it all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Ram. Go.
Here's Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Herbert now. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had. Thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
After marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Kenewagu now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, he must increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Well, first carry now. This is Hill. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The numbers for Hill a week ago. 18 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
And a stretch on a yard up to the 30, and that's all. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 36. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. Series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw caught by Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. Alec Pierce, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the intended receiver on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league. A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. On is the Chargers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They give it to Hill running right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too. It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go, Reed, go!
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
Still 1st
and let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this stuff. They keep winning games. You and I both know. We in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
Stroud on third down now. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Hands this to Spiller to start things. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. On is the Chargers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Taken right around the 44. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here are the Texans to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. He finds his man, complete. That's back. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Deion Henley in there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Stroud here on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far with this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only about 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Out of the gun, Herbert. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he gets this one just shy of 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He's up to 70. And this first half receiving as he's got a first down. Here's Herbert. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end.
And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 45.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. On first down, Justin Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Wide open. It's Allen complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to move back in front.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who were in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Houston set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Here's Hill again on 2nd down.
6-7 yard runs over and over. They're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up and keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play. I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
And Stroud now to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They'll buy some time right.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Stroud to throw it.
And he's got it.
And the Texans are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Hill is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now they send a man in motion right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a third and goal situation.
Strong keeps it.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Kick it.
A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Here we go with Hill. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going.
And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From down near his goal line here, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be knocked to the ground right there at the 22. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 38 now. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Going again on the ground here with Hill. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
Oh, look at the jump. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A A give up the gut to Hill. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him 2 on the play there. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Brevin Jordan from a yard out. And the Texans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Wide receiver Keenan Allen bringing out the rest of this offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? But usually it opens it up for other people in big games as well.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. A little short pass. This is Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
Go.
They run behind center with Spiller. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Go.
Herbert throwing again. He's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Christian Harris there, finding his way home to record the sack.
So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Chase McLaughlin. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Deion Henley picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A handoff running left. It's Hill. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to throw from this inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
Here's Stroud. And going deep for Hill.
And he backs it away and it falls down incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Returnable here for Davis. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Herbert. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
The 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Herbert off the play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Well, Houston's offense taking over again.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Before going out of bounds.
66 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back.
That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a couple. On the bootleg, Stroud. That is caught by Dell.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
And these guys serve.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll go with Hill here on first down.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on first and goal.
Now here's Hill. Shedding the tackle. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll run it with Hill. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
With his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. But the LA offense ready for this next possession. Still plenty. Fourth quarter, just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
On first down, it's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and his last one, a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And Winslow brings it in over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 2.
From the 50, here's Herbert.
Well, you got to give them a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
They'll try and run for it with Spiller.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they wind up getting 4 there on 4th and 1.
Short pass. This is Everett. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Spiller. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. More from L.A. in a moment.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts.
Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers.
A 9-yard touchdown there.
And the Chargers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
And now out comes Houston.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. Pushes him over. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 106 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, Ayers. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice tough run inside, and they gain 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with one pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning.
Now carry number 20 here for Hill. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
Again, it's Hill. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
More from L.A. in a moment. Here it is. 4th and inches.
They run. It's Hill. They'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game.
And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers down 28-21. Less than 90 seconds to go. A fourth straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Herbert dumps it off for Spiller. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Herbert to throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Herbert going to throw. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Now Herbert. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And brought down the back before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Herbert. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
2nd down, goal to go. Herbert now to throw. He gets this out to Spiller. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now Herbert. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
They'll try and run it in. And he is into the end zone. No flags. And there may be a play away from winning the football game. And boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
Here's 1st and 10. One final shot for C.J. Stroud. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. And the Chargers are going to hang on the final play. They